Man, I just watched that fire-ass battle. AM versus Young Nate. Let's get to it. That shit is fire. First of all, I want to say salute to both of y'all. I don't know much about the Portland battle rap scene, you know what I'm saying? As much as most people around the world would know, you know, Mac, Young Nate comes to mind, AM now coming to mind, you know what I'm saying? It has to be a top 5 Portland battle of all time, right? Am I right? Am I right? I mean, it was an amazing battle. Absolutely amazing battle. I'm sure everybody is happy about it. And the thing about this battle to me, that both y'all succeeded, how both y'all won, is this battle, I completely forget it has anything to do with the A-Hat tournament. That shit is oozing Portland. Portland love, Portland, 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 Portland. Y'all just held it down for Portland. I love that shit. And I love how the whole story of the whole thing folds out, the whole battle. It's just fresh. It's refreshing. It's dope. Salute to y'all. I love it. I'm trying to get to this shit right now. Check this shit out, man. The first round, Young Nate went. He gave us like, excuse me. He gave us like a tour of Portland.
Fuck a recap. Hey, yo, B, I'm from Portland, so the motto is, hey, yo, B, you get locked and start singing like, hey, yo, B. All your last wins, I ain't catching it. It's cool, bro. It's Portland. All your last wins was glass chins. My accolades written send you to the bottom of the feet. Like them black tins, and you ain't from Portland if you don't know Jack isn't stingy with his napkins.
It was fresh. For me, like, I know for some people it might be hard to follow. I'm really good at inferring shit in my head and, like, understanding, just, like, following the story. I hella enjoyed that shit, you know what I'm saying? He was straight out the gate.
But real quickly, I battled this cat from New York on the yard where they showed no pity. Yard was taking sides, moving so swiftly. Thousands in bets, they was gonna get rich or die trying. Nothing less than 55 rounds. Shit got gritty. What I do, dragged the body back to my cell and held it down for my city. So if it's big...
He had Portland bars after Portland bars after Portland bars. It was fresh. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really directed at AM, so he lost a little points there for me. It wasn't really directed at AM, but he's the OG of Portland, you know what I'm saying? And he is setting the Portland stage. He did almost exactly what he needed to do. You know what I'm saying? What he needed to do. And he set the whole Portland stage, like, gave us the whole backdrop of everything that's going on. They both, homie, like, that's what the OG's supposed to do, right? He set the table. So it wasn't really towards AM. I don't want to have to dock him for that, but it is a battle, you know what I'm saying? I wanted more punches at him. There were some punches in there.
Pussy!
A little bit, but it was fresh as fuck. I loved the goddamn round. What the fuck do you want?
Stupid motherfucker!
It was dope. I followed it. It was cool. Now, AM, his first round was pretty dope. He had a fire rebuttal that ended up being longer than I thought it was going to be. But he had a fire rebuttal that I thought the crowd slept on. He was talking about Lillard and that whole 3-0 shit with the jerseys and shit. I was like, bro, did you think of that before? Or like that? If that shit was off the top, fuck it. Salute, bro. That shit was fire, fire, fire. His shit was like straight to the point. You could tell AM had a point to prove. And he had to come out like that. He had to come out gunning. Guns blazing against Young Nate. You know what I'm saying? Young Nate is on like a 50,000 battle win streak. Either debatable or win. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen him lose. I've seen him debatable or win. So he had to come straight out, guns blazing, and he did. And it was fresh. I mean, check it.
Nate, why you claiming that gang violence? Nate, you ain't fighting, ain't hustling, ain't riding. Them thugs, you ain't like them. You safe, but stay lying. Like niggas, stay dying. You dodging, picks for nothing. Ain't selling, ain't buying. You did a bit in the pen. OSP ain't ripen, so shut up about the strap and the struggle. Stay rhyming before we locked in fist of cuffs. Sign a cop, but stay quiet before bars turn to punches with this right to remain silent. Welcome to the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Matter of fact, the zoo. Come see about me. If you can't hold it down with bars, you gonna watch the animal leap out me. It's not brain surgery. When I crush Money Gang in my hand like a receipt copy, but this gonna be that head, shoulders, knees, and toes, man, that complete body. It's your choice.
Like I said, it was more directed towards him. So I had to edge the first round to AM just because it was more directed, but there's no knock on Nate's round, you know what I'm saying? Because this is part of the story of the battle, you know what I'm saying? The OG laid out the table, and boom. Round 2, Nate's back.
2K shit, bar inception. No, wait, that's you. But I think you need a bar correction, and for you, they make a bar exception because you do a lot of smoke and mirrors, but swear, that bar infected. No, especially when you need 4 more just to get that bar dissected. You need an LS for your views to sprint to 3G. No wonder you don't get no bar reception. Sprint, 3G, bar reception, I'm cooking dope. Your jar's neglected, cocaine residue on my mirror. That's a hard reflection. So how
And Nate's back again.
stupid motherfucker, you should have listened to what your mama say. So chill before I let the peace greet you like namaste. What?
He was talking about how we fathered him in the scene. We knew that was coming, because that's all facts, right? I mean, ain't that the truth? Didn't he bring him around and get him those AHAT battles? Those are facts. And then to go along with the Portland thing and all the love that Nate got for Portland, like he went in about, like, this shit hit to me. He went in about the Heretic battle and about how Heretic went in on the town for like 3 rounds, even though I don't think it was for 3 rounds. I think it was like one scheme, one like 16-bar scheme or something. It might have seemed like 3 rounds because he did choke. He did choke. And like that whole Portland pride, and he was like, man, you didn't stand up to that. So that shit hit hard.
I'm breaking you down to every molecule. I gave you your AHAT battles. Basically, I fathered you. Real shit, soldier. So real quick, soldier, I gave permission for that ride, but now the field trip's over. You ain't making it to the zoo. You gonna miss the polar bears. It's a solar flare. I just want to thank you, because in essence, I chaperoned your whole career. And that Heretic battle, I almost left because he left you exposed like an open chest, and that was your chance. Probably your dopest test. He disrespected town for 3 rounds, even trying to roast the set, and I was disappointed because all your bitch ass did was choke to death. So that's enough.
But then AM came up, and this happened.
I'm not here with you, nigga. You material, nigga. You fresh kicks, but for dinner eating cereal, nigga.
Oh, and that's...
I mean, no wonder you always gotta resort to the gun rhyming. Cause what the fuck else is Wonder Bread gonna do when niggas come find him? You always say you got a gun so black, then throw a racial punch line in. Nigga, if you do got a gun, it's probably so black you wanna grow up to be just like it.
And this...
Food for thought. Food for thought. You passed your expiration date. Your mind's spoiled. When you spit, I can finish the sentence. I feel like I'm doing time for you. It's either AHAT or grind time for you. You don't smack. How you gonna handle smack when I could finish half of your lines for you, nigga?
That's a spasm. He spazzed in the second. Now that's going to be the hardest round for me. For me, in my opinion, I gave that round to AM. It was crazy. Absolutely fire to me. And I have to be honest, this is the second time I've seen this battle. And the second time, that second verse was crazy. So I gave AM the first 2 rounds. The third round, Nate back in his bag. He was talking about Jay the Nightwing's friendship with AM. Friendship being very kind. And, you know what I'm saying? This is something I want to see Nate do more. Bro, you styled on him right here. What was that? Like, you had, like, this weird something going on in the middle of that verse where you did your word all crazy. This shit was fucking fire, bro. Do more of this.
Body for body, after body, we body shit. Let you meet the whole shotty. First on the block, knocking some old Mozzie. Blotted eye, homicide, that's a cold body. 45, the Ruger and Cougar. Licking everybody, and that bitch is so naughty.
Fire. That shit was dope. I will say this, though. The third round for both of them was probably the most lackluster of both of theirs. I think if Nate would have moved his second round to his third round and his third round to his first, he could have won that battle, in my mind. Interesting how battle works that way, right? And that's the thing, is like, he may have lost this battle, and back to AM's round. But he may have lost this battle, but like, overall, Nate won the war. You know what I'm saying? Because he really held it down for Portland. He did it like he was supposed to, you know what I'm saying? But AM, he started off a little slow in this round. It took a little bit for the oil to get hot, you know what I'm saying? But he did. He slowly started cooking. And then he got up to speed, like the AM we know.
I'm sick as hell. And I don't give a fuck if you've been in a cell. Plus, you look like a snitch for real. A ratatouille that'll do anything for a meal. But it's like we battling on the roof for the juice. Remember when Bishop fell? Well, if the loser gotta jump, there's gonna be some stories he won't live to tell. You gotta...
Fire. This round it just wasn't enough for me. There was a lot going on headed into these rounds, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't enough for me, so I gave Nate the third. And that wasn't even a problem at all. So this battle is hella close. I've seen it go both ways, all the way up and down. Really, this shit is just a win for Portland. Like, that's how you're supposed to do it. That's just going to be there forever now. In the archives of Portland. Like Nate and AM, that battle's forever. You know what I'm saying? If battle rap sticks around, kids, you know, they're gonna have to look at that battle if they're coming up in the Portland area, right? I mean, that's big. In my mind, keep your legacy strong, y'all. Real talk. Peace and love and power, endurance to you, young Nate, and you and your people. I know you had gone through something. You lost your man or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I feel that. I've lost a lot of people this year, you know. So just know we with you, and stay strong. I know you actually had to deal with that in this battle. So the fact that we actually got a vintage Nate, it was a pretty vintage Nate, says a lot about you and your strength and your passion in what you do. So salute to you, young Nate. Salute to you, AM. On the win just for me. But legacies, y'all. Portland, man. I'm out. What is this? Episode 7. Check us out. 4MCs by MCs. McCoy's Cavern. January 23rd, y'all. Come down. We got a fire card. I can't say anything yet.